Everyone is watching the chip war and oil prices, but the real global crisis is happening on trade routes. Right now, global trade is under pressure like never before, not because of one war, but because of multiple disruptions happening at the same time. Zoom into the Red Sea. This route carries nearly 12% of global trade, and now it's unstable. Ships are avoiding it. Instead of going through the Suez Canal, they're taking the long route around Africa. That adds 10 to 15 extra days per trip. Now let's calculate the impact. A single large container ship burns around $80,000 to $100,000 worth of fuel per day. So an extra 12 days means that's nearly $1 to $1.2 million extra cost per ship. Now multiply that. Over 200 to 300 ships rerouted every week. That's roughly $250 to $300 million extra cost every single week. In 1 year, that's over $12 to $15 billion in added shipping costs alone. And that's just fuel. Now add delays. Factories don't get parts on time. Products don't reach markets. Prices start rising. Zoom out to Europe. Europe depends heavily on imports through Suez. With delays and higher costs, Europe could see $150 to $200 billion economic impact through inflation, logistics, and slowed trade. Now shift to China. China is the world's largest exporter. Longer routes mean slower deliveries, higher shipping costs, and reduced competitiveness. China could face $200 to $300 billion trade pressure if disruptions continue. Now the US. The US is less dependent on Suez, but global disruption still hits supply chains. That means higher import prices and pressure on industries. Estimated impact? Around $100 to $200 billion indirectly. And smaller economies? They get hit the hardest because they depend on stable, low-cost shipping. Now here's where it gets serious. This isn't just about trade problem. It's a global system under stress. Zoom to the global map. Trade is no longer one connected system, it's splitting. The US and its allies are building secure supply chains. China is building alternative trade networks. India and the Middle East are creating new corridors, like the India-Middle East-Europe corridor and China's Belt and Road Initiative. Even Russia is opening Arctic routes. But here's the problem. New routes take years and billions of dollars. Until then, the world is stuck with fragile choke points. So how do you fix this? Not by blocking trade, not by competing harder, but by stabilizing key routes, protecting shipping lanes, diversifying supply chains, and reducing dependency on single paths. Because if one route fails, the cost is billions. But if multiple routes fail, the global economy doesn't just slow down, it starts to break. This isn't just a trade problem, it's a global system under stress.